dusty.
Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. And today, jump right back and we are hauling beans at the elevator. We're storing them here. Then we're gonna go pick up my beans. Yes, my own beans and my dad. First load of beans delivered for me for the year. Now we're gonna head up and, like I said, go up to Bellevue and catch my beans. So we're hopefully gonna be getting, well, obviously one combine's been going for 2 hours or so now. The second one should be starting up after lunch. Let's go. Going through town. We got plenty of grain carts here. Peace. Now, why is there a random grain cart sitting there? Well, good. Just kidding, we're down a person because I'm just sitting here. So they'll have the grain cart here. So that way Darren and Nathan could take the combine and header up. Okay, so the cows are up on top, but they're still able to come down here, so we're gonna be shutting these gates as we go in here. So this is we are up on top on this hill. This is my dad's hillside. It's the east one. Might be our second to last crop on it. TBD. Some exciting stuff we're thinking about doing. Sweet. Wait for Darren to come down to the pickup. We'll go get his grain cart, and I'll wait until I have a full truck. Comes my ride. And my food. Oh, he's running all over the poop. What's this guy gonna do?
Alright, see ya.
Sweet. We're running this unit now. Well, this is our 8050. It's on our 1082 Brent grain cart, as you can see. This tractor's got quite literally 6,000 hours and change now. So he's been a really good tractor. Bought it brand new back in 2007-ish, something like that. But we got some new tech on it. Got the Lieber harvest system. So I'm really happy with this. I'm basically I'll be able to get a more accurate gauge on what our field yielded. I can actually assign weights to different trucks, to different destinations, to different fields. So the fields I'm really excited about. I can get a real-time yield right after we're done. So, like I said, it's a cool thing, and like I say, you don't have to deal with a ginormous scale and use an iPad. So I'm looking forward to it.
How about you, Darren? You coming up? Making your way up?
Just dumping on the truck right now. Dumping.
You get out there, then come around the north side. You gotta come all the way to the south side. I'm full down here.
Yeah, I'm hoping so. I'm hoping still months might come up for rent soon. Yeah, they are. Maybe a big slew of kids.
No wonder it took so long you got Ronald with.
Would have taken him twice as long. I know how to run this old girl how she's supposed to be ran. She's a little green. We'll check some losses here. Gonna go up a little bit because the combine's got to be in steady state. Ground looks pretty good. Not gonna be perfect with the max on. Deere will be a little bit better in through here, but it's not too bad. 2, not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Gee, mini Christmas. A lot of them through here. Nothing in through there. So overall, not bad. There I got my secretary. These green stems. Beans are dry, but the stems are not. He's getting full.
So what kind of shag carpet should I get for this thing?
What kind of shag carpet do you want for it?
I think that looks, I mean, it's not really,
sick.
yeah.
So he's gonna think about getting some carpet in for this. I told him to do it.
I think we need a brighter blue.
Ooh.
That looks a lot better.
Would match the New Holland too.
Yeah. I think we should get those like LED light strips to put on here.
Should.
I think it would be fire.
Would look pretty good.
And then you have to take your shoes off every time you get here.
Luckily grain cart drivers don't do anything, so.
I should have wiped everything down. Give her a good cleaning.
Yep. And now we unload.
I'll get red shag carpet for mud for 500.
Do it.
I would have that during the clean.
This hill is very steep, even for a half a grain cart, so we're taking her slow in 7th gear. Creeping our way down the hill, and it doesn't help that the road's washed out, so that's fun. Why don't you come up here and fix this?
I don't have time.
Yeah, you do. You have all the time in the world.
I have things to do.
No, you don't.
Yeah,
You eat, sleep, breathe Hartung Family Farms.
I would not go that far.
And the wind's actually blowing the right way this time. Right, time to head out. Let's go sell these beans. These are my dad's.
We got big nuts here rolling out. There he goes. Oh, watch him miss a gear. Damn.
We're out baling stocks, and boy is he baling a bunch. This whole 50 acres is gonna get baled. That's gonna be about 3 to 4 bales an acre. Got a Fendt tractor, Massey baler. Oh, Kloss tractor. No, it's Fendt. Coming up on Iowa's only island city, Sebula, Iowa, and boy is it a pretty viaduct to get over here. Very, very pretty. Not trucker friendly, but very pretty. A little sketchy if I don't want to take any farm equipment through here. Jeez. Crossing the mighty Mississippi. Back when I was younger, the bridge was a little bit to the north, and it was about quite literally the size of a shoulder and a road. Like there was no room for 2 trucks to meet. It was ridiculous. We're heading to that river terminal right there.
I got my set with me. What's the issue? I don't have my run set with me. Boys. That's the issue. We're just gonna run. I don't know where you got that from. It appeared there. It's on a walk today.
Being this close to the Mississippi, it's actually a pretty decent way to get rid of soybeans. So these actually will be loaded on a barge, head south, and more than likely exported. So these are my dad's beans we're selling. Fun part about this area, trains roll right by, and of course you guys can't see because the exposure is terrible. Nice thing about elevators like this is they dump your grain for you. You can halfway see outside. On our way back. Let's go. Let's go! Waiting on you! Ace! Come on! What is this guy doing? Who hired this guy? About time. Boom. Waiting for the tarp to open. It's gonna get real dusty. Nothing. Bro, spill a little bit of corn. Well, Budley, what are we gonna do?
Pick corn, I guess.
Oh, you are. I'm not. Need to grab something for Nathan. Letting her hair up.
Okay, there's Ronald. He's taking off with Big Blue. He's headed up to Bellevue. He's hauling beans. They're actually doing our beans up in Bellevue, and I'm going to be down over here somewhere hauling corn in the grain cart. So, go time here at the Hartung family farm. Go, go, go. We'll see what... Okay, I'm heading down the field here. We're going to meet these guys way down there in the bottom there somewhere. So, I'll switch places with Curtis, driving through the cornfield. There's Pat in the combine, and Curtis is in the grain cart. Pat's in the 7088 Case International. Curtis is in the 400, and they're picking corn. Okay, here we go. 'Tis the season. We're dumping. You got the Bud Band with Hartung Family Farms. You gotta love it, boys and girls, ladies and gentlemen.
Let's step on her. Let's get it.
Dumping into the truck and then into the bins. New toy this year too. A Libra harvester. Oh, cool. Never run it before, but we'll see what happens.
Rolling. Heading south to go sell these beans. Probably going to China, because that is the #1 export market for the States. Still China. Woo! Big hill. Big hill. Gotta love being along the river. Iowa is so flat. Yeah, okay.
Well, the sun's bad, but here's my first dump on the go. There he goes. I got this half the field done. And we don't have that half the field done. Keep on plugging. Ron's on his way to Savannah with a load of beans, my beans, so hopefully they did good.
Okay, I don't do a lot of restaurant shout outs on here, but if you guys have never been to Manny's Pizza in Savannah, Illinois, you guys are missing out. It is delightful. Drop me in the comments if you guys have ever been. It is delightful. And this train, so I'll be waiting for a little bit. Who doesn't love trains? If you don't, I'd ask if you're human. He didn't wave. Or he didn't honk. Boo. Let's go dump our grain.
Okay. Semi dump number 2. There's Curtis sitting there on his phone. I think I'm gonna like this thing. I think I am.
Getting it dumped. That's one. Right there. And right here is where I grab my ticket. So this is some of my beans. About half mine, half Dad's. Sweet. And that's actually the barge they're going to be loading tomorrow with the beans that I dropped off. And they'll head to the port, to the Gulf of Mexico, to sit on containers to head overseas. ain't ideal. Looks like the neighbors actually passed their cattle yard here up ahead. What if they have one or two? I thought they had two. Oh, it's through the trees, you won't be able to see, but the fence ideal is right here to the right. Nice. Oh, good news and bad news. Good news is I made it back. Bad news is they got the truck stuck on the hill going up. You guys remember this hill? If I remember that. But I took the grain cart up. Well, the pickup that we had, not enough butt to hold that giant heavy header back as it was going down the hill and jackknife. Yeah, not good. So I think they got chains hooked up to the combine. They think they'll get it. So if I see the header here in about 5 minutes, I know we're good. Either way, I am here. Open this thing up and see how full our truck is. There's what she's yielding so far. Not too bad. Darn. All right, let's go ahead and unload.
Myself a full load there. Holy cow. Almost come over the top. Almost come over the top. Ron said my beans up in Bellevue went right around 69 bushels to the acres in the beans, and that's the best it's ever gone. Sun's bright.
She's gonna get real dusty real quick. And I gotta change that. I don't like those rubbing on that shaft. Okay, let's go get ready to dump. What's going on? Well, we're rolling. We're ready to go at least. So let's get the show on the road, I suppose. So now we got 2 more fields up on top of the hill, about 35 acres, maybe a little less, give or take. I'll close this guy. All right, we're off. Draper, combine, moving. Moving. Blinky, blinky, flashy, flashy's on for safety. Let's hit the road. So here we go. We're actually going to back up onto here, hook up onto the head, and back over as little beans as possible. That's the hope, at least. Definitely one way of doing it. Almost destroying our brand new truck.
Why? What did I do?
Didn't you almost fucking get her pushed down the hill? Oh, you did it beforehand? Here we go. Gonna cut into these beans. They're probably gonna be powder dry again. You hate cutting them at 9%, but don't really have a choice because there's no rain in the forecast. Look at that smoke. Here we go, next field. We'll see. That's actually pretty good. Backing up full wheel steel carts are pretty dang hard. And Darren actually did a pretty good job. He backed all the way up straight and he wasn't going slow. So we're just getting the head cart out of the way, putting in the alfalfa for now. Neighbors are out getting their beans done. So are we. I'm gonna pull this thing in off the highway. She's a little green, but she'll work. Because the beans are dry, but they're just some plant material that's just still hanging on. When I say green, look how green this plant is. See that? But if you take a pod from there, yeah, that's not a green pod. Right here, still snaps open like it's nothing. Yeah, hard as a doornail. So it's just that type of year where Can't really do anything about it. It was just so dang hot and dry that the beans dried out, but the plants aren't dead yet. I don't want to wait for a frost, because if you wait too long, then your beans actually might start shelling out in the field. So, excuse me as I almost get hit by this dingus. We're gonna go move a semi up here. I forgot about the pizza. Sweet. Oh. All right, let's take this thing up.
Hey, I'm back. We got the field across the road that we wanted to get finished is done. That's way over there where we're at. Now we're gonna go down the road over the gravels on the west side of Deep Creek, way over there. So that's where we're gonna go next. So that's where I'm heading. You can see the combines way over there. Had a great trip up in Canada. Hope you liked that video there. That was pretty awesome. Pretty warm up there, but boy, it was good fishing. My beans are out. Ron said they did really well. And now we're gonna get back to harvesting. Doesn't sound like it's gonna rain for a couple weeks, so it looks like we're gonna have some good going. It's just gonna be dry. It's gonna be tough doing tillage, fall tillage with this ground this hard, because we need to get a little bit softer, because it's so hard now. I'm bouncing around this tractor like I'm nuts. Well, my wife thinks I'm nuts anyway, so. Anyway, we'll see you over here in the next field.
He is just about full, so I better get moving. What's that little smirk for? Let's go! You're burning daylight! Oh boy! Okay, so we are flying the drone, you can kind of see. So my attempt was to try and fly all the way to the farm, but I actually lose signal. So this is about as far as I get. But if you imagine the power lines, you follow that all the way down, that's where we're harvesting. There's the neighbors harvesting their soybeans. And here's the soybean field we're going to be picking tomorrow, or sorry, cutting tomorrow. Notice that there's two different tones. The darker soybeans actually was hay we made first crop and then put soybeans afterwards. So the double crop's very interesting. Another interesting thing this year was, see how the corn's very like uneven, very discolored. Pay no attention to the cattle damage there, but very even. I don't understand. I know the low spots was water damage, but like right here up on the hilltop, there's no water or drainage issues. So I have no clue. Maybe it's the soil types. Who knows? There's some more cattle damage. Very interesting. And then yeah, and here's some more cattle damage. I didn't realize we had cows go out right there. That was also neat to see. With ask the Budley about that one. Okay, back to the video. Don't forget about Bud Man's footage. Let's hey, last load of beans coming out of this field. Let's pull onto the highway and go shut these gates. Hello, Mother.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
So they're down there?
Up on top, by the Highline field, by the corn crib. You'll see them on the right side of the road.
Right side.
Just past Weber's.
Here you go.
Thanks, Mother.
Hope you like it.
Appreciate it.
Bye.
Bye. That's it.
Corn. This takes the longest when you get into a new field and you got to open it up. So you got to be careful going around. Make sure you don't hit the trees. Any trees laying down. So once we get a couple rounds in here, then we'll really make some hay then. But until then, it's going to be slow going because you got to take your time to open this field up. So we're going at it. I don't know, it must be 7 o'clock and it's dark.
Excuse you. Just we're gonna sell them into town, so 2/3 of a load wasn't worth selling at the port, wasn't worth the fuel to get it down there. So we're just gonna eat the 4 cents and sell it here. Gonna back her back in there. Like I said, 2/3 of a truckload. We sold for my dad. So we'll back this thing into that shed. They're just dumping beans on the ground like you guys saw earlier today. All done for the night. Nathan's got enough to finish him up in the morning. So we're gonna head home.
Probably gonna get much video tonight because it's getting darker than dark, but what he's done here is he cut me a path into here, so we're actually into 16 rows. 9 through 16, and he's got 8 over there. Ooh, my fingers. So he cut up so I can pull in here, so we're dumping. Then when he gets done here, he'll just take off, and I'll back up a little bit and go follow him again. So pretty simple.
Oh, the good truck, the batteries are junk, so gotta get that fixed at some point. I'm just pulling this thing around back here. We'll call her a night. Is that running over there? I can see the flashing lights. Cool. Let's go ahead and close up, get my car over here, get packed up.
Okay, we made it all the way around, and now we're turning around, and now we're gonna go back the right way. But we can't dump on the road, on the go. We can't dump on the go because I don't have enough room here. So we gotta get this one more pass out of here, and then we can go on the go. But until then, we gotta stop and unload, which is time, and time is money. So that's why we like to dump on the go. But you also gotta be safe. And dumping on the go here is not safe because there's a big ditch right here, right down there. There's a ditch, you can't see it.
So the guy had finished up their corn strips that they wanted to do over there. Now they're moving a mile to the west across Deep Creek, and they're just opening up that field. So tomorrow we should be able to hit that field pretty hard. So Pat wants to get the dryer going and keep it going.
Okay, Curtis just took off with another truck full of corn, and we're still going at it. So yippee-yi-yay, we're picking corn. It is October.
So we're dividing and conquering for the first time ever. 2 reasons. 1, he wants to get at some corn before it gets too dry. But 2, we really cannot do beans with our auger header this year. We would shatter way too much because, just for your reference, a draper header is much more gentler on soybeans. It just lays them over onto a belt, conveys them to the middle. Whereas an auger header, you got to basically use the reel to kind of really be aggressive and feed those beans into that auger, and then it just jerks it over. So it's not a good thing. It's a cheap way to cut beans, but it's just not the tool for this year. So we're just going to be doing all of our beans with that draper head this year. I gotta drive. Fine. So let's go ahead and cut the bud man till he finishes up. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. As always, take care, take it easy, stay safe, stay tuned for the next one, and as always, ta-ta for now.